Welcome back to Grow Fit Florida. I'm Jermaine. I have so many questions that's getting asked to me, and I'm trying my best to answer them all. But instead of going through individually because some of the questions are repeated, let me just do this video, I thought, and I can answer your questions. And maybe this can help you out. And even if you didn't ask the question, maybe it can help you out. So let's get into these questions. The first question that I'm getting asked a lot: what would I grow in my yard if I just moved to Florida and you don't have that much money, but you want to start your food forest? What would I start with? My thinking is, for every sugar that you plant, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing. When I say sugar, I mean something like a mango tree. So for everything that you plant sugar, do two medicinal herbs or something that heals. So you got your sugar and you got something that's going to heal. And your sugar is still going to be pretty healthy. A mango is, I don't care what anybody say, a mango from your backyard is healthy. It's much healthier than going out to get some candy from Publix. So it is what it is. But the first thing that I will plant in my backyard is I would get moringa. So I will put a moringa tree. I will start it from seed because the roots are stronger. So I will go get some moringa seeds. I will probably plant 2, 3 moringa trees around from seed in my backyard, and I will plant them in different areas. I will plant some in the south, the north end, west, wherever you can plant them. Just because if you live in Florida, we have hurricanes, and if you're planting all your most valuable trees in the same area, if a hurricane come and wipe them out, then hey, that's what it is. So kind of stagger it. Put some this side of the house, some on this side of the house. Obviously, if you have a lot of shade, then you might not be able to plant something right here that you can over there. So just use good judgment. So the first thing, moringa. The second thing that I will plant is any type of banana plant. It really doesn't matter, whatever bananas you like. But if you're just getting started, so many different varieties that we can grow here in Florida. So I would just pick least expensive and just get a banana plant in the ground, because one banana plant is going to get you anywhere between 20 to 80 pounds of food, and you're going to be able to multiply that. You're going to get suckers coming up, and you're going to be able to take those pups and move them around. So banana. So we got moringa, we got banana, and the third thing that I probably would get in the ground is something like sweet potatoes. I would probably plant sweet potatoes because you can eat the leaves and you can get the sweet potatoes. So that probably would be the first 3 things that I would get started if I just moved, just got a backyard, and I'm looking for a quick, simple, easy win. I would start with those 3 things, and I would slowly start branching it off more. I would probably get something like pigeon pea, because again, it's a food, it's a nice crop, it's easy to grow, it's gonna help fix your soil, and I would branch it off like that, and maybe just move on to something like maybe even a mango tree. I wouldn't make a mango tree first, but I would eventually have some mango trees in the yard. But just start small and slowly start building it out. So the second question that I get asked is, do my kids enjoy having a food forest? Is it enough room for them to play and do things like that? That's a simple one right there. Have you ever taken your children to any type of a park, and the park is like a woody park where they have trees and they have playground equipment? What usually happens? Your kids will play on the playground for a little bit, but then they go play tag, right? And when they're playing tag, they're running behind trees, through trees, under trees, climbing trees. They like to play hide and seek. Nature for all of us, even when we're younger, is just something that we naturally gravitate to. So same for our kids. They love having a food forest. First off, when we moved in our house, it was so hot in our backyard. It was just nothing but grass, no trees whatsoever. So when we step outside to even play with our kids, it was burning up. We put a playground set, and it was like our kids couldn't even play on the playground set until 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, or we had to get them 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, because we had absolutely no shade. Our backyard was so hot. So the more and more we start incorporating plants and trees and just putting different things in the back, our backyard naturally got cooler. And now they love going outside to play. They can play in their play set, they can play around the house. We still leave paths for them to run and just kick the soccer ball, throw the football. So yeah, they still have fun, and it enhanced their experience in the backyard. And not to mention that they learn valuable lessons. Like our kids, they know how to pick things when it's right. And they know how to pick things off the trees as well. They also know how to water properly. They're not just squirting water crazy. They know different type of things to look out for that could be dangerous to them. They know what things aren't dangerous to them. They know a lot of how to take care of themselves and how to take care of the garden. And it's only going to enhance more and more the older they get. So when they have their own house, they'll be ahead of the game. They'll be able to replicate all this and maybe times 10. So they like it. All right. So the third question I get is someone said that I'm always mentioning that citrus doesn't grow well, but Florida was the land of citrus or the king of citrus. They thought, well, Florida was for a long time. I don't know if you guys realize, I forgot, was it Florida May? I forgot the orange juice company, whatever. But they got in trouble a while back because the orange juice was being cut with orange juice from another place. They were getting oranges from Mexico or something, and they were mixing it with the Florida oranges because they didn't have enough orange juice and of oranges to make orange juice because of what's happening with our citrus greening and our issues here with oranges. So yeah, citrus, it used to be a big deal here in Florida. We've had a lot of issues. It's very difficult for most people, not everyone, because there's people, you guys have showed me pictures and sent me pictures of your beautiful citrus trees with oranges and lemons and limes and just everything hanging from, and just beautiful. We have a few too that's doing pretty well, but we also have more of them that's not. Anything we put in the ground, any citruses we put in the ground, just almost like forget about it. Don't even know why we put them in the ground. I guess that was before we really understood what's happening. But our citrus that's in pots, they're doing good. So if we put them in pots, they tend to do well, especially we can bring them indoors. And citrus that's grown in the lanai, you see people grow their citrus in a lanai or any type of cage area, and this always does fine. But Florida's just, citrus is not the same here anymore. It's not, I know that there have been new different varieties, citrus that's gonna withstand citrus greening and things like that. They're experimenting with different trees. And so maybe in a few years, citrus will come back to Florida where we are back to how it was. But as of right now, I'm just talking about a backyard grower, just us normal backyard growers. Citrus is not something that's easy to grow for most of us. So that's why I say citrus is difficult. I wouldn't make citrus like a top plant that I'm going to plant in my garden if I just had to, if I just moved to Florida, it wouldn't be my number one. And if I was putting citrus, again, it would have to go in a pot. It would be in a pot. All right. So the next question that, oh my God, is about those back there, our papayas. So someone asked about all our papayas that I'm showing on videos, what type of variety are the papayas, and how come I say that I like the seeds, we don't really eat the papayas. Well, this papaya right here and the other papayas we have around our house are red lady papayas. Those are selected because they don't have that smell like the other papayas. You have to grow papayas to understand what I'm talking about with that smell. It's like a musky type smell that it can turn you off. Not all of them have them, but oftentimes more they do, and it's just not a good smell. The red lady, in my opinion, they're pretty good papayas. And we had some papayas on our other papaya tree. It was phenomenal. We ate the papaya the other day and it was delicious. It was probably the best papaya I've ever had in my life. So I'm slightly turning my tune on the taste of papayas. And I'm even seeing so myself. First off, I can't eat store-bought papayas just like that. They don't taste good to me. Second off, that papaya tree that you see right there is okay. We take those papayas more for the seeds and we give them away. But our other papaya tree, and this is the north end, and the south end papaya tree, because it's getting more sun, delicious. So as far as the seeds, yes. So what we do, we just get our papaya, we cut it open and we scoop those seeds out. We let the seeds dry, and it's kind of like a supplement. We take them kind of like a supplement, and you can crush them up. You can use them in salads. You can use them as pepper. They're very healthy for you. So look into it. And like I said before, I'm going to make a video on it. I just haven't had the time. And I'm going to show all the health benefits and why we do it and how it's been helping us. So yeah, that's what we do. All right. And the last question that I get is, are we able to grow year round? Do I not get any frost? And if we do get frost, how do we keep our tropicals growing? Okay. That's very easy question. We got frost last year. So it was like an hour, I believe, of frost, or 45 minutes of frost. It was that polar vortex that hit all of Florida. And so yeah, we got like 45 minutes or something of dipping below. So we got it, and that, if we got it once, I mean we can get it again. So it's rare, like we don't get that cold. Whoa. But yeah, we don't get that. But yeah, some of the things we do is our tropical, really tropical trees. We cover them. You know, you can buy those bags and just put it on a tree and cover it up. You can do that. You can also take Christmas lights, you know, and you can put the Christmas lights on trees. There's so many different ways. You know, we water real well, so there's a lot of different ways that you can. And I made videos on that too, of how to protect your trees, so you can go back and watch those. And again, of course, I'm gonna make more videos on it with the latest information that I've learned. So microclimates too, like that's the biggest thing that I would say that we do and that we've learned. So when people tell you that you shouldn't plant your trees this close and they need to be 20 feet apart, you know, like you're in a farm or something like that. People say that, plant your trees 20 feet away. Yeah, okay. Backyard setting, if you live somewhere where it's a chance you're gonna get some frost and you wanna create a microclimate, plant your stuff closer. Like when you plant them closer, all your plants and your trees, they naturally create a nice microclimate, and it's gonna keep everything warmer. They're all gonna benefit from being next to each other. Now I'm not saying plant them like this, but I'm just saying they don't, you know, 15, 20 feet away from each other for most of your trees is not needed, and it's going to probably do more damage in your backyard, especially if you have a smaller backyard, than good for you. So, and you're pruning your trees and you're keeping them manageable as well. You're able to get more, you know, trees in your yard, different varieties of things that you like. And hey, so what? You get 50 fruit from this tree and you could have got 200. I mean, 50 fruit for just the family, I mean, that's probably enough. For 100, you know, 100 mangoes off your tree, but you could have got 300 mangoes. Okay, you know, are you going to even eat the 100 mangoes? You know, your trees, keep them small, and you can plant more in your yard. And those microclimates, they really do work, and they've helped us out a lot with a lot of our trees, and they're going to help you too. Well, that's it. I don't want to keep this going long. So until the next video, you guys, God bless, and thank you for watching.